Hello, and welcome back to another installment of Fellow in DACA. I apologize that this has been a little late in the uploading. I wasn't the best over the weekend, and so I'm shooting a little late. But last weekend, I do have a little bit to report. Not much, but a little. After the conference, and that was a couple weeks ago, teaching has just been going. The students are just getting ready to do their midterms. Since our class was a bit late, we're going to do our midterm next week. So I got to invigilate on a couple midterms, and that was an interesting experience. So many students all together in a class. Almost all the seats were always always filled. And just being in that type of environment where the students are taking an exam and knowing what to expect when taking an exam. There were some students that had to be reminded about ethical behavior during an exam, such as no talking or things like this, which apparently is a little common here, which I did not expect. So that was something that was new. But other than that, it's been a little slow. I'm going through giving quizzes and writing assignments for my students. So I am in the midst of grading all their work. And although I am not finished, I have graded enough, especially in my 103 class, to know that many of them are struggling to understand the question, or they don't answer the question is the more of the issue. They're not answering the question. They are just writing, and a lot of them are being redundant or using the wrong language in their writing, so that it can be a bit awkward to fully comprehend. A lot of the writings that I've been doing have been missing a thesis statement. So this is something that we'll have to go over again, because while reading their work, the understanding is, I understand where they're what they're talking about for most of them, but because it's not in the correct format, it makes the comprehension difficult. So that's something to consider for the upcoming weeks. Personally, I have gotten my Punjabi that I had made, and it looks good. I'll show it to you sometime soon. And I also have gotten some other works being done. That will all be displayed at another time eventually, but that's all I have for you right now. Thank you for sticking around, and stay tuned for another episode of Fellow in DACA.